From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Good evening, everyone. Before we get to Kruger's Quickcast, let's take a look at last night's comet. This was sent to us in by Rowdy Kelly from Crescent City. Beautiful shot, right? Of course, you got the iconic Battery Point and the comet over here. For those of you watching, you can still see it. However, it says here it can be seen with the naked eye, but even last night, it was very difficult to see with the naked eye. So it's very faint. But once you take your phone out, you can clearly see it. So wait about, say, a half hour, 45 minutes after sunset, and you should be able to see it here looking out at the western sky. Now, again, it's getting dimmer and dimmer and higher above the horizon as we get closer to Halloween. So check it out. And if you want to send down those photos, you can send them from the free Weather NorCal app, from your iPhone or your Android. All right, so here's what we have in store for us tonight. There could be a chance for a few showers to the north, especially this evening, midnight tonight, and then early tomorrow morning. So you kind of progress west to east. And then around midnight, maybe around Redding, Cottonwood, and Red Bluff, seeing a chance for a few showers. But don't count on much. It won't be a lot. And there's a very good chance it may not even make it that far south. But you get the idea. It is going to be cooler out there. Now let's get you out the door tomorrow morning, and should be mainly a dry start to the day. And in fact, I don't expect to see a lot of rainfall for many of us through the day tomorrow. You know, we're going to talk about that in more detail, not only during this Kruger's Quickcast, but even more detail in the deeper dive forecast. So let's get you right into it. We're going to start off with the smoke forecast because, I mean, that's certainly been a bit of a concern over the last few days. Going into tomorrow, we are going to kind of see that smoke get suppressed a little bit here, and I don't think it's going to be quite as much of an issue. Doesn't look like the fire will be as active, although there may be a little bit of haze making its way just east of the Redding area and some of those foothills. But otherwise, it's not really producing a lot of smoke, and then some of that smoke and haze kind of gets pushed off to the east, north of Bernie and south of Aden. So here's a look at Futurecast. All right, so here we go. 9 o'clock tonight, there you can see that line of rain. We've been talking about that. This is then, of course, pushing eastward around midnight. So I was talking about how it could make its way to Redding, but this right here is very weak and won't amount to much. By early tomorrow morning, now it's in Modoc County and dry for everyone else. So we're waking up tomorrow morning, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. It's fairly dry for everyone, mostly cloudy skies to the east and along the coast, but clear skies for the valley. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we're beginning to see a few thunderstorms maybe popping up. Scattered showers around Lassen County, eastern Plumas County. Not out of the question for parts of Modoc County to maybe get caught up in that as well. Otherwise, the rest of us through the day tomorrow looking fairly dry. The valley, not even much in the way of cloud cover. But we do have some clouds off to the north in Siskiyou County and Del Norte and Humboldt counties and even Trinity County, but fairly dry through the day on Wednesday. Now, let's take you into Wednesday night, fairly dry as well, but there's a storm, another one that's going to be sliding to our north-northeast that will bring us more rain and possibility for more rain and low elevation snow. We'll talk about that in more detail coming up in your full detailed forecast. So there's that chance for thunderstorms. The biggest chances will be right where you see here, basically central southern portions of Lassen County into Plumas County. Otherwise, for tomorrow, temperatures struggling to get out of the 70s for the valley, so it is starting to cool off a bit, and it's cooling off everywhere else throughout the afternoon. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast then. We'll start off with the valley. I've taken out the chances for rain in there. Now, again, you know, if we see a stray shower for parts of Thursday, don't be surprised. But overall, it's dry and really dry for the next 7 days. But temperatures just kind of going up and down here. Now, for the coast, I've kept that chance in there a little bit on Thursday, inland as well. And, of course, that's the case for Trinity County. But don't count on much there either. I've got snow levels around 5,000 feet. Yeah, we're talking snow. But at 5,000 feet, if you even see anything in Trinity County, you're going to have to go above 6,000, 7,000 feet before it actually starts accumulating. And then, of course, we're talking about drier conditions by Friday through the weekend and into early next week. Now, what you'll notice here, I've got chances for thunderstorms for Mount Shasta, Siskiyou County on Thursday. It's also the case for Modoc County, maybe a chance tomorrow. And Susanville, and really the Eastern Mountains in general, especially for Lassen and Plumas counties, chance tomorrow and then again on Thursday. It dries out for Friday. Now, I've got that chance for a few showers as a weak system passes to our north. Del Norte, northern Siskiyou, and northern Modoc County all seeing a chance Sunday to Monday. And the timing of that is kind of a little off key here, but we'll get the idea around Sunday, Monday. And then it will be, Susanville will be too far south to get really caught up in that as well. All right, that's a look at your quick cast. You kind of have an idea what to expect tomorrow. Mainly dry conditions. If you're in the eastern mountains, Lass and Plumas counties, yeah, maybe a chance for some thunderstorms, but a cooling trend started today. Mountain snow as low as 5,000 feet with this system passing through on Thursday. And we're talking rain, possibility for rain. We're talking snow in the mountains, and we still have that elevated fire risk. We'll talk about that in more detail as well. Let's start with the winds. So for tomorrow, those winds are already starting to pick up 20, 25 miles per hour in the valley. And then by Thursday, they're really ramping up. Now we're talking 25, 35, even close to 40 miles per hour for some of us in the valley, and some pretty strong gusts in the eastern mountains as well. They'll stay strong Friday, and they'll start to weaken on Saturday, but still pretty strong there as well. But it's not just the winds we got to look at. How about that humidity? So you're looking at this and going, wow, that's actually pretty good. Because, in the middle of the summer, we're talking about 6%, 5% humidity. That's excessively dry, folks. You go anywhere across the nation, you talk 20%, even 25% humidity, that's actually low. Most places consider that to be a low standard for humidity levels. So that's still very low, and that increases that fire danger. All right. So we go into Thursday, it gets a little bit lower, mid to upper teens for the most part, although higher humidity heading off to the east. So as a result, the National Weather Service, because of the winds, because of the low humidity, we've got a red flag warning for Thursday night through Saturday evening. Basically the gusty winds, low humidity. Now, here we are talking about red flag warnings, and then how about the chances for thunderstorms? Yeah, we got that chance tomorrow. I think most of it will be here, but there is that slight chance even Modoc County could get caught up in that as well. We take you into Thursday, and now it looks like parts of Siskiyou County, eastern Shasta County, and then of course the same spots here for Thursday as well in the eastern mountains. So I did this for you for the morning update. I did this for you for the noon update. I'm going to do it for you here in the 6 o'clock evening update. We're going to compare the HRRR forecast model, which is kind of a model that we tend to look at for short range, but I don't typically show it. And then we'll compare it to the forecast model, the Futurecast that I typically show you. So here we are. Let's take you to about 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock, midnight. You see, it's not until midnight that it's even showing anything. A fairly weak line of showers here, as we've seen in central Siskiyou County and in northern Shasta County. Let's take you into tomorrow morning at about 4 a.m. Now you got that line of showers off to the east, but nothing significant. But check this out. Here we are, 10 a.m. on Wednesday, just some clouds, but really no rain developing. Here we are Wednesday at 1 p.m., maybe picking up on a little bit of that activity here off to the east, but you see how it's dry? See how we're actually clearing things out, even for the valley? So overall, Wednesday, minus that chance for thunderstorms off to the east, doesn't look to be a very active day at all for many of us. All right, now we take a look at Futurecast, same time frame. So 9 o'clock tonight, there you can see some of the showers along with that line here. Here's midnight tonight. There's that line, maybe as far south as Redding, pushing it if we talk about Red Bluff being part of that, but there's that slight chance. Is this significant? No, it's not going to be very heavy at all. And then, of course, you can see some of the showers pushing through Modoc County early tomorrow morning, and as well as Lassen and even parts of Plumas County. But behind it, we don't have much going on. So here's 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. Just like the HRR forecast model, it's dry Wednesday morning. By 1 p.m., it's picking up on a little bit more shower and thunderstorm activity here. Nothing for Modoc County, but we can't rule that out, so don't be surprised if you get caught up in a stray shower or maybe even a thunderstorm in Modoc County tomorrow afternoon. Here's tomorrow about 5. It's gone. Just some clouds, maybe still some stray showers and thunderstorms, especially to the east, but otherwise it's drying out, and it's dry all day for the valley and even the coast. Now here's one thing I want to mention. I'm putting my neck on a line here. I'm taking out the chances for showers for the valley, northward into Siskiyou County, westward into Trinity County, Del Norte, Humboldt counties, and just keeping that chance in there off to the east here for tomorrow. This forecast model that we're looking at right here has been fairly consistent with what we've been seeing here. And that is that chance to the east and that system kind of passing to our north tonight and early tomorrow morning. But through the day on Wednesday, most of us, minus the eastern mountains, has been showing dry conditions. However, some of the other short-range forecast models that you might be seeing there elsewhere are showing much more aggressive rainfall through the day on Wednesday, especially Wednesday morning. But I don't see it happening. Again, I'm putting my neck out on the line on here. Be sure to check in tomorrow morning because we'll have the latest forecast model data there as well. Here is a Thursday morning. You see most of the rain and snow still up to our north, so still dry to start off the day on Thursday. As we go into Thursday around noon, now we're picking up on some showers, maybe some thunderstorms, especially in Siskiyou and Modoc counties, and even Del Norte County getting caught up in that. But look at the valley, look at Trinity County, look at southern Humboldt County. Not much going on. We may see northern Trinity County get caught up in this. You go into 3 p.m., now we're seeing showers, thunderstorms, especially down to the south. But we're also seeing that activity in Modoc County, Siskiyou County, but elsewhere it's dry, including dry conditions for the valley. By Thursday, 6 p.m., it's pretty much gone. And by the way, you may have noticed there were some snow flurries in there, but it's not a lot. And then by Thursday night, it's completely gone dry for Friday as well. So in fact, you can see that. This is an inside slider, so now we're shifting gears and we're talking about the winds, because as that low pressure shifts down to the south, we've got a classic setup for some gusty north winds Friday. As that area of low pressure shifts to the east, our winds will start to subside through the day on Saturday, but still gusty, especially the first half of the day on Saturday. By Sunday, that moves off to the north. That's going to open up the door for this system to at least try to skirt Northern California. And this is what I was talking about, and we'll be talking about the potential for a stray shower as this skirts to the north sometime around Sunday or Monday or both. Del Norte County, northern Siskiyou County, and Modoc County may see a stray shower, again, Sunday or Monday or both days, as this system, the timing of this, if it even materializes, moves on through. Now, I mentioned this to you at noon. This area of low pressure was expected to stay off to our west even Wednesday, but look what happens. By Wednesday of next week, now it wants to move it back closer to us. Yesterday, it was showing this same solution, that the area of low pressure was just off to our west and would bring us some showers by the middle of next week. So, what does all of this mean? Well, let's take a look at the rainfall outlook. Now, since there's so much uncertainty over the next 7 days with the amount of rainfall, even tomorrow, should you see a shower or thunderstorm, it's going to be few and far between. Not everyone's going to see it, and to put numbers in there would just be a disservice. But I think overall, as we look over the next 7 days, here's what we're looking at. We may see a trace to maybe 100th or 200ths of an inch of rainfall for parts of the valley over the coming days. Then you get into these darker shades of green. That's upwards of about 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. The darker greens, that's about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. And the blues indicating about 1/2 of an inch of rainfall. And this is what we typically see, right? That you just don't see much in the valley. Most of it's in the mountains. And then we see the even heavier rainfall off to the north and west, especially into western Siskiyou County and Del Norte County. And that's what I'm expecting. Now, the Climate Prediction Center still has us in the wetter than normal category, but even the Pacific Northwest, not seeing much rain. So again, anything we do see in the next 7 to 10 days, I don't expect it to be much. It really won't. And on top of that, cooler weather mainly to our north, we're kind of in that in between cooler and warmer, essentially meaning we're going to be around normal, really, is what we're looking at here for the next 7 to 10 days. We take a look at that trend for Redding, and that's the case. In fact, if anything, mainly below normal. But the normal high is around 80, 81, and we'll be in the basically 75 to 80 for the next 7 days for Redding. So, I mean, that's not bad. Temperature-wise, I don't think we can complain. Could we use more rain? That would be nice, but it just doesn't look like it's going to be much. There you can see your wave heights are going to actually be dropping for your Wednesday. Thursday, they kind of drop a little bit before they start to pick back up late in the day as that approaching storm system moves on in. All right, so here's your marine forecast for your Wednesday. Northwest winds at 5 to 10 knots. Waves from the northwest at 7 feet at about 13 seconds. There's your high and your low tides. Your sunset and your sunrise and sunset, that is for tomorrow. And looks like just some patchy, dense fog out there. All right, so for tonight, so here's what we're dealing with. This evening, maybe a chance for showers in Del Norte County. By late tonight, around midnight, give or take, northern Siskiyou County, maybe as far south as Dunsmuir, pushing it if we're talking about showers for Redding, but not out of the question. Then we go into early tomorrow morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe around Modoc County southward into Lassen and Plumas counties early tomorrow morning. And that's when we see most of the rain for most of us. All right, so there's a frost advisory too. So we're talking higher fire danger because of the winds. We're talking low snow levels because of the colder air. And that colder air is bringing us a frost advisory, a freeze watch for Lassen, Eastern Plumas, and extreme eastern Modoc County. Upper 20s, low 30s, not out of the question here for Thursday night and Friday morning. So you just need to protect those sensitive plants or vegetation. So here is your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Again, I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm just scratching out any chances for rain on Wednesday altogether. Done. None for Trinity County. Maybe just a stray sprinkle light shower with snow around 5,000 feet. Is there anything to write home about? No. Will you probably see snow-capped mountains in Trinity County? Probably not, because it's just not much activity going up there. North Coast neighborhood forecast, 62 for Rio Dell. I'm taking out that rain for Wednesday. Maybe to the south a chance. I think better chances to the north on Thursday, but even then it's not going to be that impressive. 72 for Orleans. Inland, you're talking dry conditions tomorrow. Maybe a chance for a stray shower on Thursday. All right, for Siskiyou County, I'm keeping it dry here for Wednesday, but maybe a chance for thunderstorms and snow down to 5,000 feet. Could we see some snow-capped mountains there? Maybe Mount Shasta? Sure, but it's not going to be a lot. It won't be all that impressive. Temperatures tomorrow, though, much cooler. And for Modoc County, I've got you with a chance. Futurecast has been pretty consistent in keeping even Wednesday dry for Modoc County. But, we're seeing the clouds developing. I've seen this before where Futurecast shows the clouds, but no showers or thunderstorms. And then we see showers and thunderstorms. So we can't rule out a chance for a shower or thunderstorm on Wednesday, better chance on Thursday. And then, of course, that system skirting to the north, Sunday, Monday, that's what we got here for Sunday, Monday. Eastern Mountains, I think both tomorrow and Thursday, we got a chance for thunderstorms. Now, that'll mainly be east of Bernie. So Chester, Westwood, Susanville, Doyle, Portola. Paradise, no, probably not, both days. And that's also the case for Shingletown, probably not. For the Valley neighborhood forecast, brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Dry conditions for Wednesday, dry conditions for Thursday, dry for the next 7 days. But it's cool enough. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Dry for the north end of the valley as well, minus the chance late tonight, around midnight. Lakehead, City of Shasta Lake, Whiskeytown, Bella Vista, Redding, Palisadro, Anderson, maybe even as far south as Red Bluff. Could you see a stray sprinkle? Sure. But don't count on it, and don't expect to wake up to a wet car. Let's just put it that way, because it won't be much. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for Redding. And temperatures are dropping at least, right? We're talking low 70s for Thursday, Friday. Back up to about 82 Saturday, mid to upper 70s for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's your evening update. Be sure to check in tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Again, we'll have the latest forecast model data, have a better idea as to who will see the rain on Wednesday. But for now, it doesn't look very promising for many of us. We'll also be live on Coffee with Kruger at 7 a.m. We'll see you then.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.